Hello, hello, hello. Can anyone hear me? You guys can hear me. Hold on. Some reason my There we go. For some reason it happens like my stream kind of loses connection to the headphones, mic, all that jazz. Not fun. Not fun at all. Okay, time for bed. Mary isn't here anymore. Should I rest for today? It's time for bed, motherfucker. Miss Zoo ended. That is the most sussiest case I ever been in. It was the definition of fucking sus. It's been nearly a day since we found Mary. We're like a boat adrift on the ocean without a compass to guide us. Who knows where the currents will take us? When will we find salvation at the end? Hold on, let me get my headphones on. Hey, Mr. Wizard. Looks like we wasted a whole day. Is it going to be like this every day? If you're done checking in here, why don't we go take a look outside? Mary said unnecessary contact with outsiders could speed up the Mark's curse. And if I lose any more of my memories, I'm not sure I'll be able to function. For the past 10 days, the only other people I've spoken to is the convenience store clerk. That explains why we're only had TV dinners and snack foods to eat. But sitting and waiting isn't going to accomplish anything. I'd rather not wind up forgetting my own name like you. Not that I completely believe that this curse thing is real. She raises her voice to hide how it shakes. She's still stubbornly sticking to her denial of the existence of spirits and the damn mock. But I know she already accepted it. After all, she went through it herself last night. Ghosts and curses don't exist. Why does that have to happen to me? Hiru is startled at the sudden knock. A visitor in the middle of the night. I don't need Mary to know it's a mark bearer. I don't need Mary to know it's a mark bearer. Come inside! Sorry to impose on you so late. A tall, thin man walks in. His skin is as white as a sheet and dark circles nearly swallow his eyes. Ah, my alarm, no! Sorry for disturbing you all with my alarm clock. It's almost like a dead person stands before us. It's a spirit! Exorcise it! You're a wizard in Hiru, right? I heard about you and the mark from Yasuka before I came here. Something about Miss Zoo, too? Sounds like you had a rough night. He seems to know Yasuka. Maybe she's following through on her promise and sent him to help us. Well, let's get introductions done. I'm Shuji Daimon. I think you can guess my occupation. Wearing this thing means I don't have to explain things. Thank goodness. You're a male doctor stripper. He gestures to the stethoscope around his neck. What kind of business brings a doctor like you here? Daimon's eyes flicker over at the suspicion in Hiru's Hiro's tone. No need to be so defensive. I have this cursed scar same as you. The mark. He unbuttons his shirt to reveal a familiar mark on his left side of his chest. Oh, did they go for the nipple? Not the nipple! It just suddenly appeared on one day. Though, to be honest, I never thought it happened to me. Maybe it's punishment for being stupidly curious about it. Curious? Did you know about the mark before Yasuka told you about it? Yeah, that's right. There's a mention of a strange scar in my grandpa's records as a military physician. I did some personal research. A military physician's records would mean they'd be from the Second World War. More than 50 years ago. But that doesn't add up. Rumors of the mark only started about a month ago now. If it was mentioned in those records, the rumor would be much older. There's a reason for that. Patients with the symptoms were kept in a secret army laboratory. Let me guess, in the sewers? After the war, all top secret documents related to the lab were burned. Except the clinical records I found. A secret lab, huh? That's kind of hard to believe. Dr. Daimon, you don't mean to say the mark was used as some sort of biological weapon? Every country had at least one or two soldiers who were divinely possessed. People only call on gods when they're in trouble. It was the end of the war, and they were backed in the corner. How unscientific. Don't you think so, Mr. Wizard? True, it kind of is. You can't deny it's possible, though. What? Are you serious? I can see why Yasuka gave you her stamp of approval. The way you consider every possibility is indeed admirable. That open-mindedness must allow you to face the supernatural. However, it's hard to picture the mark being used as a weapon. It seems the 13th Army Engineering Lab was developing something. It was called the Canine Soldier. I think there was something Lidcat talked about or something. Canine Soldier. That makes me think of the Bodvista Cannon. 50 years ago, the Buddhist statues. It can't be. Dr. Daimon, where is that lab? Unfortunately, I have no idea, sorry. The documents my grandfather kept don't give any details about it. I see. Hey, Mr. Wizard. That 13th Army Engineering Lab. It's the shelter Zukawa went to. She pulls out her old map. I wanted to keep it a secret, but as I'd rather not die from this mark, I'll tell you. This shows the entrance to the 13th Army Engineering Lab. Whoa, are you serious? In his excitement, he starts coughing. My apologies. Where did you get that, Hiru? My grandfather passed 6 months ago. We were sorting his belongings. Isn't the idea of a secret lab just fascinating? So I thought I'd look into it. And then Mizu Sakawa stole it. I instantly let it slip to her. She loves strange experiments like that, so it probably stuck with her. I thought as much, though. Whatever turned her into a monster is down in that secret lab. That's a pretty unscientific line of reasoning. Using the occult to turn yourself into a monster is utter nonsense, but if there's a scientific method behind it, I'll have to consider it. I suppose that's just how she is. Was your grandfather involved with the lab in some way, Hiru? He could have been. All I know is he was an engineer with the rank of captain. Wait, hold on. You're both grandchildren of the people involved with the engineering lab? And now both of you have the mark? Yes, that would be correct. That and our lab coats and are probably all Hiro and I have in common. From what we understand, people with the mark appeared in the secret lab 50 years ago. There might be something there that'll help us find the truth behind the curse. That's also the origin of the Canine Soldier. A name that reminds me of a statue. The traces of Miss Zoo in the shelter. It might all be connected to the Buddhist statues that were stolen from H Shrine. Dr. Daimon gave us a lot of info. We'll have to thank Yazuka for introducing him to us. The fates are indeed mysterious. Dr. Daimon, will you help us? Yes, of course. Just don't expect anything physical. Are you sick? You don't look so well. Yes, something like that. I don't practice what I preach. His laugh dry sounds like he's deflecting. He's abnormally thin for a man his age. It's possible that he's gravely ill. So we're heading to the shelter. About that, we were stopped from going further by a locked door. That strange old man was there too. I doubt he'll cooperate with us though. It'll be difficult to break in from there. Where did you enter the shelter? A manhole on Keimachi North Road. I see. She opens the map and studies it. You're right, an entrance is there. But there seems to be one other one. In Monet South Alley. Have you tried going there? No, not yet. I never even heard of it. Then let's go there. Hopefully we can get in. New info was added to the spirit file. Rumors of the Canaan soldier. Okay, let me see here. Yasuka sent a new mark bearer, Daimon, to the mansion. He talks about a mysterious being called the Canaan soldier. You learn about from clinical records during World War II. Those documents also mention a scar similar to the mark. Everyone who had it worked in a scientific army research facility. We were developing the Canaan soldier there at the end of the war. Rumors of the Canaan soldier. I don't really know what the Canaan soldier is, but if everyone involved in the research got the mark, then I can't help but think they were trying to make a spirit into a weapon. But why would Daimon, grandson of a researcher, and Hiru, granddaughter of a lab engineer, suddenly get the mark now? Did the soldier curse spread to the descendants or something? And then there's the 13th Army Engineering Lab. Hiru agrees to tell us more about it. Her old map is that of the lab. The same underground shelter we broke into earlier. The key to Sakawa's transformation into stolen statues is likely there. So we'll have to go back again. The map shows an entrance on Monet's South Alley. Let's try looking around there this time. Okay, let's do this. Who do I bring? The scared scientist or the sickly doctor? Sickly doctor. Okay, exit. South Alley, let's go. We reach Monet's South Alley. Like the North Road, it's silent and empty. It's hard to believe a lab entrance is on a residential street like this. In any case, we should look around. Aye, aye. Okay, let's see here. Even though this is a residential area, the street is completely deserted. Ah, good old manhole. There's a manhole. Unlike Keimachi, the road only has one. It definitely looks suspicious. The manhole lid has placed a grip to it as a place to grip it, just like the one in Keimachi. This has to be it. Still, this is strange. Why doesn't the public have any idea about this underground shelter? You think the sewer department would, at least. A reasonable conclusion. We can assume all this info on this place is being concealed by someone. It'd be trouble if it were made public, huh? And it's people who used to be involved. Yeah, some are still alive today. A certain city representative used to be my grandfather's colleague. The Kujos may not be innocent either. Are they involved somehow? Oh, you don't know? After the war, the Cujo head was prohibited from public service. It was because he assisted the army in some manner. Oh dear. So he could have been involved with the lab. If I had to make a guess, this man holds a Pandora's box for any dignitary with a damaged reputation. Dignitary. I wonder what secrets we'll find. Still, you know a lot about it, considering I'm interested in the lab myself, though not as much as Hiro is. I've already done some research, but this being such an important secret place, isn't it a little too easy to get into? True, they're not guarding it. The lid could have originally been locked or bolted shut somehow. This Miss Zoo might have done away with the restraints. Okay, let's have a look in there. When I lift the lid, a musty smell greets me. This smells familiar. Ugh. Like the other entrance, the hole goes deep. Thankfully, there's a ladder here too. This reminds me of when I was a kid. Let's get going, wizard. Wait, you go down sewers too? Diamond and I descended into the dark world hidden beneath H City. What awaits us down in that darkness? Will we find the truth we're seeking? Or a hell smeared with blood? Okay, let's do this! You guys hear that, or am I high? Nope, I can hear it. The sight that greets us at the bottom is the same as what we saw at King Kamachi. The looming concrete walls and the suffocating stagnant air. We weren't wrong to assume that the two places are connected. This is not a place someone with bad lungs like me should be. And is that an army song? Hearing that, I feel worse. It's been 50 years, so there's no way a radio or a phonograph is still playing. Something supernatural has to be at work. So easy to fall back and blame things on the supernatural now. I gotten too used to this occult world. I see. I don't have any spiritual powers, so that kind of thing is beyond me. If you say so, then I believe you. Okay. It's a blood stain. Feel around. I run my fingers over it and realize that something is stuck to the floor. I keep scratching on it until it decreases and I manage to pull it off the floor. Found a worn out talisman. When I pick up the worn out talisman, yeah. My eyes! Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, forward. Where's it coming from? Oh, this is a big map. Oh, that's a big map. Dried blood stains had black on the floor. There's quite a lot. Whoever left it probably died. Left? It looks like this is a dead end. Yeah. It does look like there's only a wall ahead, but... a breeze? I feel a draft coming from in front of us. Well, all that there is a wall. Fascinating. Not where I wanted to go. Hopefully it won't get copyrighted with the old damn song. There's a pitch black stain. Is this blood? Seems so. Still, there's entirely too much of it. It looks like a blood bag spurt. Blood bag spurt. But doesn't that other thing bother you too? Of course it bothers me. I imagine we're on the same page. It looks like something was posted here. There's a clearly defined clean spot on the wall, as if something had been there. I'm in the middle of a live stream! We are back. There's clearly a defined clean spot on the wall, as if something has been there. It looks like it avoided being sprayed with blood because something was originally posted here. Some kind of poster or bulletin. There's unfortunately no way to know. Feel around. The same seems to be old blood. It crackles and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. Okay. What about good old door over here? Opened the door and went inside. Okay, we found the surgical room. Or judging by the panels, the wall, the doors, small lockers, experimental room. The air in this room is musty. At first glance, I say it's part of a medical facility. It looks like an operating room. And this smell must be... Oh, there it is. Wizard, sorry, but could you shine the light over there? Oh, dead body. I shine the flashlight as directed to find a corpse. Diamond crouches down and begins to study it. Whoa, it's pretty old. You might be better off having a archaeologist or anthropologist look at this. Too bad I don't have one. Diamond skillfully examined the body. When they're done, they stand up again. Of course, it's odd, extremely odd. The cervical vertebrae is severed, but the cut's a mess. Some kind of small blade object did it, most likely, though it clearly was a cut with a surgical tool. I cannot even imagine why anyone would do something so cruel. The head was severed with a tool, huh? Too old. The corpse isn't enough. Someone should have left behind records. It might be wise to search the room. Yeah, good idea. New info was added to the spirit file in the lab. Why do I felt like someone nutted to that? It looks like it's been a number of years since the person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. Cut by the neck is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool. It's a rusted filing cabinet. When I open the door, a cloud of dust flies up and blocks my vision. A notebook with a black cover is left inside. Got experimental unit correspondence code. Experimental unit correspondence code. It seems to be a document about cryptograms. Inside it says Cannon weapon code name, Heavenly Buddha project code name, Soul human head used as material. It looks like a waypoint code. It's similar to Morse. Well, that's gonna be a bitch to translate. I open it and search inside. I find a notebook titled Research Records and a small gun. The notes have deteriorated, but I can just make out what they say. The sound's messing me up. The 70th next record, Ashra statue, connect male body and female head, success. Then the internal pheromone, spirit, frequent, hard, continue experiments. That's all it says. Got research record 2 and a palm pistol. It seems to be a record of the experiments performed here. How fascinating. Fascinating? You mean gross. Nothing inside the metal cabinets. Not all of it? Okay, let's turn around. Okay, which way now? I feel a draft coming from the wall. It's impossible, but it still concerns me. Okay, nothing yet here. Another door. Seems to be locked. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Okay, where else to go? That's the exit. Another door. When I step into view of an iron door that appears before me, the air clearly shifts. Goosebumps rise, the present is approaching. There's a inconsistent beeping. Insistent beeping, like from a telegraph. Keep going. I shrug and keep moving forward. Ah, crap. Live or die. The beeping becomes gradually louder and almost as if trying to tell me something. Wait. The sequence just keeps repeating this code. What in the world does it mean? Buddha? Nope, I'm dead. The darkness tightens around my throat like a noose. Without oxygen, my brain instantly shuts down. Damn! Dead just like that! Decide again. Okay, let's back up a bit. Turn back. Because I need to look at what we... It doesn't seem like the president's falling. We managed to escape. Okay, hold on. I need to look into my files. Okay, gotta take a picture of this. Work smarter, people, never harder. Okay. Okay, not that way. Which way was it? Oh, there we go. Keep going. Live or die. Okay, that's soul. I hear a quiet voice. Point to your soul. What? Point to my head. The baby suddenly stops. I live to tell the tale, bitches. Seriously? Amazing, a real supernatural event. Daimon seemed pleased. Glad you enjoyed it. I didn't. I'm sure this will happen again, but there's no need to tell him that. Is it safe now? Yeah, probably. Then let's keep moving. The stains seem to be old blood. It crackles and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. Look. I open my eyes wide and stare at the white space that might have been a poster. I only end up drying out my eyes. My eyes. Okay. Open sesame seed. It's set up the same way as the operating room. This place may have been used for the same experiments. I hope there's an experiment notes. Now let's get searching. I searched the ones that are open. I found a notebook titled Research Records and an army short sword. The letters in the notebook have faded, but I can still read it. The experiment miraculously succeed. This divine protection. The Atra statue originated from a shrine created by aligned statue makers using chisels donated by same family's severed head. Tooled together becomes key, finally our dearest wish. There's nothing else written. Got Research Records 1 projectiles short sword. It mentions a chisel. Does it mean those used for sculpting? Yeah, most likely. It's hard to believe, but did they actually use that to sever the heads? It's unbelievable doing something like that. Fuck no! Looks like it's been a number of years since the person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. Oh. The cut by the knife is jagged. It must have been cut with some kind of tool. I think I know where to find the chisel. It's a cabinet with a glass door. I open it up and search around. I find bells attached to a handle and a notebook with a black cover. It's titled Disposal Vat Management Records. I flip the cover open. Dispose 200 super dimension suddenly iron door half spiritualized. Hypothesize focused mystical forces needs sacred object to erase. Safely Val release code Diamond. There's nothing else written. Got Kagura Zuzu bells, disposable vat management records. What in the world are these notes going on about? Disposal, half spiritualization? I don't understand half of these words. Plus, those spells I found don't fit this place at all. I close the notebook and put it in my bag. Just then something tingles around my hand. Huh? It's a thin thread. It seems to be human hair. Glitters pale gold in the light. What? The mark starts sucking at my blood. I ignore it and instead stare at the shiny hair as if being pulled in. It's odd, but I get the real feeling that this moment, no, it's here, this place. I've been here before. Ah, my eyes! The mark color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Damn, that's fast! Huh? Someone mumbles right next to me. Wait, that's not someone else. That's my own voice. As I thought, it's here. The words pour out from deep inside. I have absolutely no knowledge or control over them. Memories that aren't mine, words and feelings I couldn't possibly know are falling from my lips. Check the disposal vat. It must be behind that wall. Felt weird when standing in front of that wall. Wizard, what's this all of a sudden? The instant Daimon speaks, the voice stops. It's nothing. I just remembered something important. Are you honestly alright? Those were some rather odd mumbles. I'm fine, really, just spaced out for a bit. For better or worse, Daimon didn't clearly hear what I was saying. Still though, that voice. Could it be that My old self, the one I lost along with my memories, was talking to me. The feeling I got when I saw that golden hair. Maybe that's what triggered it. I haven't heard that other guiding voice for a while now. I guess all I can do is rely on my old self. The disposal vat beyond the wall. The voice said to find that. New info was added to the spirit file in lab 1. Okay, let's save. Music's still going. We go north at the intersection and... Damn! An outline of a door is flickering faintly in the wall ahead of us. Hey, look at that! Huh? What? Are you sensing odd things again? You can't see it? Unfortunately, no. Looks like Diamond can't see that door. That's a spiritual... My mouth begins mumbling words that I don't recognize all on its own. Oppose the spiritual with spiritual. If you touch it with a tool that honors the gods. The flow of words out of my mouth stops. Touch it with a tool that honors the gods. New info was added to the spiritual file, huh? Okay, let's see here. I think I know what to do. Tool. I take out the Kagura Zuzu bells. Just touching it, okay? No, have to. Strange words spill from my lips again. It's the priestess tools. If a man displays spiritual power, it'll be destroyed, so touch it silently. I'll have its question, but I have no choice but to trust the other me. I touch the bells to the door carefully, making sure not to make any sounds. The next instant, the door physically appears. What? When? Wait, I'm not hallucinating, am I? I'm completely shocked. What magic did you conjure to do this? Just felt like it was the right thing to do. But I stare at the door. I sense an alarming presence. According to my own voice, if I can call it that, the disposal vat is beyond that door. I found some documents about it in the room with the operating table. Might be good to look through those. Let's be careful. This place is giving me a bad feeling. Okay, I think I know what to do next. There are chisels, right? So I gotta go back to the house real quick. Let's see if I can get the chisels. And hopefully I can figure out which way is the exit. Yes, I am fucking lost. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. It's like here too. If I climb the ladder, I could get above ground. Yes. We'll be back! Return to Kujo Mansion? Yes. Can I... Okay, diamond. I guess I can. I guess I thought I could get the chisel here. Like, we got chisels in here, so I thought, hey, why not grab one? A prototype weapon developed by the army in the shelter. A spring is installed the hill, but it's so flimsy that it's destroyed after one use, so it will never officially adopted. Mary isn't here anymore. I was hoping I could go to a room and just go in and get the chisel. Guess not. Okay. Return to South Alley. Let's see. Open the door and went inside. I push open the iron door and we head inside. Oh, Buddha statues. What is this place? On the other side of the door is a large empty area reminiscent of a vault. Is this the disposal vat? Should be, but it's not quite what I expected. Oh, something's on the ground. Katana? Got a rusty army sword. I take what Hiro picked up. I shine the flashlight around the area. Are these heads of Buddha statues? Doesn't seem like they're being stored. Is this some kind of garbage dump? Just then. Huh? A sound echoes off something heavy moving, and suddenly the room is lit with pale light. What was that noise? Let's get out of here for now. I try to open the door to get out, but... What? It's locked? What? We've been locked in? Oh crap. A cutting coldness invades and envelops my feet. My head snaps up and I see water pouring into the room like a giant waterfall. Water? It's ice cold. A polar bear swim is not something I ever wanted to do. It quickly rises to our knees. I can't even feel my feet anymore. Water underground? Hurry, open the door. We'll get hypothermia. Live or freeze to death. I have to remember. What was written in those documents about a disposal vat? All I see near is the Buddha statues. Okay, let's see here. The diamond head. I touch the diamond eye heart head. There's a heavy shudder and the sound of movement. Then the pulling water suddenly starts sweeping in one direction, down into the drain. Whoa! Ah! Yeah, that's what I thought. When I open my eyes, all I see is darkness. And Xehanort. Damn it. I quickly lift my head and rub my eyes. My vision slowly comes back. This is an intersection in the underground shelter. Looks like we were drained out with the water and flushed down a pipe. We were lucky. And I very nearly breathed a sigh of relief. But then I remember Hiru. That's right, where's Hiru? No need to be so worried. Haha, so it's you. It's been a while, you sneaky intruder. It's that old man I met in the passageway beneath Manhole Street. Tried to ask him about Hiru, but... my jaw's nearly locked and my voice is gone. Don't try to talk just yet. The water here comes straight from the T Mountain range, so it's deadly cold. You were submerging it for a near hour, so you'll be slurring your words for a while. Relax, relax, your friend's fine. So you, got somewhere to go back to? I nod as I groan. The old man's face brightens like the sun. Well, that's great. Not that not that I'm demanding a reward for saving you or anything, but I'm pretty darn hungry. The man's eyes me, his smile sharp. I'll get you a meal. Just let me get the feeling back in my legs. We get in the car, and even though it's the wrong season for it, I turn the heat on full blast. We dry off with towels and the like, but it doesn't stop our shivering for a long time. While this is going on, the old man... Woo, it's hot. Can I open a window? He's blatantly fanning himself in front of us. Okay, yes, in a way we owe him our lives, but even so, he's being a pain. Hang in there a little while longer. Hiro shudders. We're about to freeze, you know. It was an honest question. It probably sucks for him, but we still keep the car like a sauna. After driving like that for a while, our teeth finally stopped chattering. The man's name is Banshee Itao. That's how he introduced himself. But that's obviously isn't his real name. As he sits next to me, Banshee gives off a savory smell like freshly baked bread. It kind of cheers me up. Or at least it does for a few moments until I realize it's stench from dried filth. So, Banshee, what were you doing in a place like that? Banshee remains silent. Are you listening to me? Don't feel up to talking yet. I'll tell you in exchange for food. Ah, makes sense. I shouldn't be surprised. Life's rough. Wait, that should be my question. What were you two doing down there? It's a long story. I summarize everything we know. About spirits and the Marg until I catch up to when we met him in the underground shelter. So that's how it is, huh? He nods vigorously to himself. Do you really understand any of that? Hiru's doubts are reasonable, but Banshee waves a hand dismissively. Of course I do. Who do you think I am? A terrible grudge is mucking up that underground shelter, and you guys are wrapped up in it now. The story suddenly sounds fishy. A grudge? Banshee, do you know what happened down there? I said I'm not talking about that yet. I was born into a noble family, so I've always had the ability to see things others can't. I stake my name Banshee Itao on it so you can trust me. There's a terrible grudge swirling there, and you've gotten swept up in it. He got nothing to base his claims on, but I get the feeling he's on the right track. In that case, oh noble Lord Banshee, would you tell us how do we overcome that whirlpool? Banshee replies with a magnanimous flourish. That should be obvious. Whirlpools always have a center. You gotta find that. A center? That swirling grudge in the spirit thing? Is that what you called it? The birth of the spirit, the heart of the curse? Something like that should be left within that there swirling grudge. If you look for that, I'm sure then... He trails off. He gazes at the dark road, his mouth hanging open. It's like he ran out of batteries. Then what? What will happen? Black sky simply goes on forever before Banshee's eyes... Oh. Before Banshee's eyes. Oh, that reminds me, Wizard. Banshee calls out as soon as we enter the garage. Take this, just a little symbol of our friendship. Got an underground shelter key. Is this a key for the underground shelter? I found it when I was popping in and out from that place. I held on to it. But I'll lend it to you for now, Wizard. Just picked it up. Why is he acting like it's a favor? I have no reason to refuse him. Thanks, I'll borrow it. Daimon walks up to us. Hey, you came back safely. Were you able to learn anything? Hiro butts in before I can speak. Wait, just a minute. Don't tell me. You aren't going to believe that old man's story, are you? He's fishy. Well, that's rude. If you want my opinion, a snotty punk like you should be trusted even less. Of course, Wizard, you believe me, right? I'll give him a chance. That's my good pal Wizard for you. Hey now, you're feeling okay in the head? Anyways, changing the subject. Good grief, can we just move on from talking about this? Banshee, you're hungry, right? The dining room should have something. Whoa! Food! Banshee bolts out the garage and vanishes into the mansion. Diamond gives me an exasperated look. Wizard, it seems you got another troublemaker on your hands. Oh, shut up. To appease the starving Banshee, I offer him some cup noodles and sweet buns. I can hear him eating it. It told me of hunger. He greedily begins scarfing it down like a starving dog. That was enough for 10 people. He devours all of it, and I'm reminded of a high-power vacuum cleaner. Excellent! Excellent! I haven't been this full in forever. Good for you. Now answer our questions. What were you doing down there? Well, that's an easy one, because it's my home. What? Been living there ever since I found it 10 years ago. It's not too shabby a place. Keeps me out of the rain and no damn brats messing with me. Though it gets a mite cold in the winter. I don't know how to respond to that. Hiru and Daimon seems to be the same. It was a paradise for me because no one knows about it. Until a weirdo showed up 6 months ago. Some woman doused it in perfume. It was winter and I don't like stirring up trouble, so I just stayed away. That must have been Miss Zakua. I nod, that's my thought as well. That was a month ago. I figured she must have up and left, so I went back. But now there's something stranger, which was a damn walking Buddha statue. I know I'm pretty out there, but even I was shocked by that. I even got this weird scar. Banshee removes his scarf, revealing the mark on his neck. Ooh, it's an actual hickey! You may not believe this, but the statue gave you that scar. I figured. It was the Cannon Soldier after all. The Cannon Soldier? How do you know about that name? Some document I saw had it. It was an old plan to make a Buddha statue move with supernatural powers. A Heavenly Buddha Project weapon. Are you nuts? Spirit powers making something move? That's insane! Now, Hiru. Calm down. So those documents that you found, are they still around? Nope, I burned them for worth. Delicious roasted potato, too. How could you? Maybe take your own advice, Dr. Daimon. Our measure of common sense seems to be rather different than the strange old man's. It's fine, my noggin works different from most people. I got it all memorized. As you say, just tell us. We didn't know about that project. Let me get a drink of water. The Heavenly Buddha Project was the pet project of some general at the end of the war. So they built that shelter for it. The 13th Army Engineering Lab. To make the Cannon Soldier thing, they did tests on Buddhist statues. They were brought from some shrine or something somewhere. That must be a shrine. They did a bunch of stuff to infuse the statues with spiritual power. There was a monk from Team Mountain, spiritual treasures from all over. But nobody thought anything actually come from it. The project was just an excuse to keep the fanatical general busy. At least it was supposed to be. But one day the statue started moving and went berserk throughout the lab and went crazy on a ton of people. The bloodstains and old corpses in the shelter was probably the victims. Some people survived, but they had red bite-like marks on them. Zing went and wrecked the place then. It stopped and never moved again. No one knows what even triggered it. That's about everything it said. She's like, fuck no. He's like, fuck no. Hiro and Daimon are white as sheets. I probably am too. It's a hard story to believe, but he has no reason to lie to us. I think he speaks the truth. What? Are you kidding me? The statue going around killing people and cursing them? It's impossible. And how do you explain the mark on his neck? Logic would dictate that the moving statue he saw was a canine soldier. Yeah. The dormant soldier suddenly starts moving after 50 years. That might be the cause of mine and Hiro's mark. What if you flip that though? Both of your grandpas got the mark from the canine soldier. When the soldier stopped moving, their marks disappeared. But if it started up again, you got them because you're their descendants. If that's true, then the children inherited their parents' fate. Hiro can't seem to muster up any kind of counter-argument. I think she's in shock. I want to ask you something, old man. You say the canine soldier stopped moving 50 years ago. But why? I think it was some spiritual person used a Sigma jig to do something. So you have no idea. It's the most important part. Try to remember. It's not that easy, son. The mark might have made me forget. Taking his age into account, most likely it just completely slipped his mind. It seems we must defeat the canine soldier to be free of our marks. We'll have to figure it out on our own, if we can't be of more help. You seem to be a pro at this, wizard. We'll be relying on you. I don't have spiritual powers or anything. But you've already faced down 4 different spirits, haven't you? A normal person wouldn't have survived that. Now that he says it, I guess he's right. I have been hearing a mysterious voice a few times and having weird premonitions. I even caught myself unconsciously talking when we were down in the shelter. So what are you folks gonna do? Good question. That's a good question. Ah, crap. I wish they let me saved. Investigate the statues? Let's investigate the statues in the shelter. I finally figure out where the statues stolen from H Shrine are. If we can return them, it's possible our marks will disappear. I guess we're going back in then. Hiru's still kind of sulking, but she's at least recovered from her shock. We all share the same fate. It's too late to try and run away. Yep, you should find it there. The heart of everything that's causing the curse. You need that to stop the canine soldier. That's what my gut's telling me. What are you going to do then? I'm full now, so I'm gonna go take a nap in the park nearby. I'll sit and wait until you fellas do something about that soldier. Wait just a minute, you old fart. Didn't we just say that it's too late to run away? Okay, I get it. Well, you folks did feed me, so I guess I can help you. New info was added to the spirit file. The underground shelter's inhabitants. Oh, joy. Let's invite the old man. Okay, let's see here. The research lab looks more like an operating room. The state and suggests that inhuman experiments took place here. I really like to leave this place, but we need to thoroughly check for any documents or tools left behind. Hatred clogs the air here, making it more dangerous than any of the other places we've been. We could be attacked at any time. We must be prepared. We find documents and a Kagura Zuzu in the cabinet. The files say something odd. Spiritualize the door, release with sacred object. The Kagura Zuzu bell is probably considered one. We also learned the safety valve release password is Diamond. I'm bothered by his thin blonde hair found between pages. The moment I wonder if a foreigner was here. Unconscious memories. I hear a voice saying, check the disposal vat. What the? It's not the usual whispers in my ears. It's my own voice. I have no control over my mouth as it moves on its own. Are the fragments of my memory causing this? It keeps going, probably behind the wall. So weird. It's like I have some special power. Flickering a half-spirit door. There's a passage beyond the intersection that looks like a door dead end. An iron door flickers in and out. For whatever reason, I'm the only one who sees it. Can't believe this. Do I really have some sort of spiritual power? Oppose the spiritual with the spiritual, so I do have to use a secret object. Or maybe sacred objects are effective against spiritual beings. Better remember that. Underground shelter habitant. Somehow we make it out of the freezing water trap in the disposal vat, and return to the mansion with a strange homeless man calling himself Banshee. He's been living in the shelter, and he has surprising info. He says he saw Tsukawa going in and out of now, and then saw a Buddha statue walking around. He tells us some of the research documents he had to burn for warmth. They detailed something called the Heavenly Buddha Project, some mumbo-jumbo about using spiritual power to make a statue into a weapon. They gathered numerous sacred objects, including a massive number of the statues from the H Shrine. There was no way it worked. The war was almost over, but it moved. A spirit weapon named the Kanon soldier moved. The soldier went berserk in the shelter and killed people. Those who escaped had a scar, most likely the mark. What's alarming, though hard to believe, is the walking statue Banshee saw, and that's when he got the mark, which means the Kanon soldier is moving once more. That might be why Demon and Hiro, descendants of those involved, now have the mark as well. It's unclear what made the soldier move past or present, but we have to find a way to stop it. Maybe there's records of how they stopped it 50 years ago. Banshee doesn't remember, only that some person with spiritual power used something to do something. Guess all we can do is research the shelter, and I have to trust both my past and present self. Okay, let's do this! Exit! South Alley, let's go! Into the manhole! Go down. And that music is still going! Okay, let's check in here. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Open the door with the underground shelter key. There's a single out-of-place Buddha statue. Its head has been cut off. Well, aren't you a pleasant sight? It's a Buddha statue. The headless Buddha statue is covered in dust. There's a talisman stuck to the neck, as if it had taken the place of the missing head. Found a worn-out talisman. My eyes! Worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Oh, that's probably gonna be interesting. Feel? Oh, fuck me. Well, that's ominous. The box is packed with carelessly tossed Buddha statue heads. Wait, this is some of the Buddha statues? What's up with the skeleton one? A real actual head can clearly be seen among them. Oh, thank God. It's dry and mummified, but going by the long hair, it's probably female. Most likely one of the experiment's victims. Huh, so this is where it was. Let's take it and bring it to its owner. I thought you'd say that. Oh, just kidding. I feel Banshee's gaze on me. Ow! New info was added to the spirit file, the box in the warehouse. I can only carry one head. I need to choose which one to take. The woman's head. Got a human head. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, fuck no. Looks like it's been a number of years since the person died. The dried skin gives the appearance of a mummy. Cut by the naked jacket, it must have been some kind of tool. The head I picked up earlier might fit on this corpse neck. Should I try attaching the head? Yes. I tried attaching the human head. It doesn't fit very well. Okay, not this body. There's still one more body I found. Okay, let's try this one. Wait, really? Where was the one other place that there's a body? Seems to be locked. Probably should save. I hear a victory chant coming from the other side of the intersection. Keep going? I shrug and keep moving forward. Take one step forward and... An electric current runs through my body and muscles seize up. Oh boy. You, lay about. What are you doing there? You have time to be loafing around, do you? Recite the base slogan at once. Cheer for the final battle in the homeland. Give birth for the sake of the enemy? You call yourself a citizen? Ow. Once more, declare our resolve to strike back with air raids. We won't lose even if our country is reduced to ashes. Show your determination. You unpatriotic piece of shit. Ow. Mistakes are made. How am I supposed to know this shit? Our armies fought bravely from the southern tropics to the northern Arctic, but the tides still haven't turned in our favor. What do you see? Can we win this crusade? If the wind blows? You're pretty promising for a new recruit. Keep a good eye on this squad. Farewell. Okay, we won that one. Okay, left. Found a body. What's this though? Something's written on the wall in blood. It says I. Human bones, it looks like the person was crushed to death. That's reassuring. It seems to be locked. It's a thick iron door. The keyhole isn't rusted. I could open it if I had the key. Which I do. Okay, what's in here? Well, that looks like a good... It's the operating room in the southern section. But on this table is... How about that? A dead body. Buddy, you used to live here! A headless corpse is lying there. I swear to God that... The door is locked. A headless corpse is lying on that top of the operating table. The head I picked up earlier might fit on the corpse's neck. Should I try attaching the head? Yes. I tried attaching the human head. The human head fits the severed neck perfectly. The world suddenly distorts. Oh, fuck me! Hold on. Oh, no, that's uncomfortable. A horrific scene appears before my eyes. This is the woman on the operating table? Some kind of experiment is being performed on her. I must be seeing the past. Oh, fuck no! The sound triggers a change in view. Hold on, let me show you. Oh, that's a big fat fuck no with a side order of hell no! Sound triggers a change in view. Men in lab coats holding surgical tools. But they don't look like they're alive. The ghosts of the researchers seem to be stuck forever in a nightmare of the past. I can hear the man whisper from my left side. Hey, she's awake. Don't worry, she'll be dead soon anyway. True enough. Then something else interrupts. You... This time it's a cold whisper from my right. You can hear me, can you? Don't be afraid soon. The voice on my right cuts off and I can hear the man in the left coat again. Oh, fuck. Hey woman, which of these tools do you want us to use to cut your neck? This is it for you, so we'll let you decide. A chisel? Aha, good answer. You're pretty smart. Unfortunately, you'll soon be saying goodbye to that clever head of yours. It's a valuable material. We'll cut it off nicely. Cut it off nicely, my ass. Shut up, you're just like a pig. This is why I hate handling women. That made me feel dirty. Be patient, we'll finally found the clue. Not yet. Wait. Now give you power. The whisper from my right falls silent. Yeah, I never dreamed breaking from our usual method would go so well. Hey pig, do you understand? Do you know the correct combination of head and body for the Heavenly Buddha? The fuck does that mean? Female head and male body. Precisely, and that's why we need your head. Gladly offer up for the sake of our beloved country. The problem is the soul freshness. Regardless of refrigeration, it's all up to the quality of the cut. Though there are only so many available methods, this is all the equipment we have. Then to the freezer. The voices on the left cut off. Let me just... A determined voice that goes to my right ear. Hate, hate, hate. Hate this whole world. Tear it to pieces. The power to do that, I'll give it all to you. In the place where you hear me now. Hate them. Destroy them. Understand? Oh, fuck me. Yes? Good. Destroy them. When I return to my senses, I'm standing beside the operating table. Survived. Just then, something slides out of the hand of the corpse on the table. Got a small key. What? I just saw. No more. Importantly. The voice that kept speaking from my right side. Who was that? You don't look so great there. Did you see something by chance? Yeah, actually. I explained to Banshee what I just saw. A horrible tragedy happened here in the past. It's possible that whatever triggered it might have been whoever that voice belonged to. Ah, interesting. Can't say I'm surprised something like that happened here. So, what's that have to do with our marks? Well, I'm not sure about that part, but Banshee's right. This isn't helping accomplish our goals. We need to search for whatever gave birth to the spirit. Let's keep looking. The small key I just found might belong to the cabinet here. I turned to the attention to the mark on my wrist. It isn't coming yet. I glance over at the Banshee, but they don't seem to be acting differently at all. Death should be slowly closing in on us, but it seems we still have some time. What's important right now is making sure we survive. New info was added to the spirit file. Mysterious human experiments. Tool. Small key. I open the door using the small key. Inside is an old gun and some research records. Suddenly, berserk, severed damage, sutra chanting, completely insane. Insanity. Only those who made themselves deaf managed to remain sane. Past spiritualized like disposal fat, need sacred object attacked. Destroy human head, the heart of all of this. Need to destroy human head. That's all it says. Got gun with blanks, research records 3. Okay. We can't destroy it, we need to save it. We find a pile of heads in the large iron pots. They're mostly statued, but buried among them is a human head. It's been mummified but appears to be female, so this is where it went. Bring it back to its owner. Here I go, unconsciously speaking again. Which one am I bringing with me? All the heads are pretty heavy, so I can probably take one. Mysterious human experiments. My vision blurs while I return to the body on the table. Is the corpse ghost showing me the past, or is it a curse? The man in the lab coat has to be a ghost of a researcher here. The two ghosts are stuck in an unending nightmare. They cut off the woman's head with a chisel and tried to attach it to the Ashra statue. That obscene hatred overwhelms me just then. I hear the operating table woman's voice on my right. Hate, hate, hate. Hate the entire world and tears it to pieces. Pour all my strength into this place. Where I hear the voice, hate, kill. It sounds like a curse of some kind. And what's the voice she mentioned? Was the voice what made the Canaan soldier moved? The woman's head, having gained a special power, was put on the Ashra statue. The Canaan soldier awoke, either a curse or a grudge triggering its birth. It must be a spiritual being of some kind. That means I need an object with spiritual power. The Kagurazuzu's bell we found is used by priestess. So then, who would be best to bring as my partner? I'm still not sure. Well, I know what to do. Get Zeus. Well, I guess I know what to do. I hope I'm going the right way because I am officially fucking lost. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get me a drink and do a couple things real quick. Be right back. I see the bot. Give me a second. Sorry for being gone a bit. Had to use the restroom and stuff. Where is it? That's weird. Could be there. There you are, you little bastard. Why can't I delete it? That's not right. No, I don't want to copy it. Screw it, I'm doing it on my computer. I refuse to let this thing. Okay, I'm here. Seriously, why can't I delete it? There we go. Oh, that was annoying. Okay. You know what? Hold it. I'm gonna do something with the bots. Okay, Nightbot. Dashboard. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Well, he called it Stream Boo? Hopefully this knocks it off. Or maybe... Okay. Oh yeah, that... Okay. Okay. Hopefully I won't deal with them again anytime soon. Hopefully. Okay, let's get back to the game. Go down. I'm gonna drag you down. Okay, let's actually look at the severed heads again. Maybe I can grab another head. Heal. Bought this tablet carelessly tossed Buddhist statues. So that's a no. Okay, where haven't I gone yet? Wasn't there another room with a key? Nope. In here. Not what I wanted. Let's not deal with that yet. That's the exit. Could have sworn there was another door around here. Seems to be locked. Oh, the bloody fingerprints seem nice. Someone must have loved finger painting. But the keyhole is perfectly fine. I could open it in the key if I had. I opened the door with the underground shelter key. Oh boy. Inside the room is a bunch of Buddha statues, or a number of Buddha statues. They're all missing their heads. Saying this is where they stored all the various statues they gathered through theft and donations. Feels like something's here. Maybe this is where the heart of the curse of the source, or the source of the spirit is. I hope not. I brace myself for input from the other me. But it doesn't seem like that's happening. Does that mean I should already know? Oh boy. It's a statue that looks like a divine general. It has armor from the Tang Dynasty. It's a statue with its head cut off. It looks like it's held a weapon in its left hand. It's a statue that looks like a Vijayaraja, or something. It's missing one of its arms as well as its head. Oh boy. It's a Vaisravana statue. It's missing its head. It's a statue with its head cut off. It seems to be holding some kind of Buddhist ritual implement. Oh boy, what did I got myself into? A statue that seems to be a divine general. Its head has been severed. It's a statue with its head cut off. It's lying pitifully on the floor. Okay, I search all the statues. Every statue here has a male body. Suddenly, there's the sound of movement within the box. Oh boy, I do not want to open that. Feel? I managed to open the box. Sheets of white paper are inside. They seem to be a multitude of talismans. Was something sealed here? Hero peers into the box beside me. So, was something in there? My voice sounds distant. The cause of the curse, what birthed the spirit. There's nothing like that here. No, there's nothing here. What do you mean? Then what's that in your hand? Hiro is right. It's not true that there's nothing inside. There is one thing. I never would have expected something like this. Something that doesn't belong here. The box sealed by talismans has enshrined Oh! A pillow? A Western-style cushion. Hiro sighs disappointed. Guess we're out of luck. No way this thing gave birth to a spirit. True. But the state of this room and the voices. Something important was definitely sealed up in this place at one point. Yet there's nothing here. New info was added to the spirit file. The Buddhist statues in the warehouse, 200. Then the things we're searching for, where the hell did it go? A long silence falls between us. It is then that the now familiar pain flares up. Damn it, I don't have enough information! Death is only a few minutes away. God, what's going on? Is death closing in on us all of a sudden? No, it's... The spirit is here. Hold it, I'm not ready yet. Fuck. I didn't even save. A low sutra chant trembles in the air. It feels like my whole body is numb. It may become because of that hum. Okay. Wizard loses consciousness. Shoots a gun with a blank. I grab the gun, but I can't control my hand. Turns the gun towards my head and fires. The blanks explode, my consciousness fades. There's a strong ringing in my ears. It's preventing me from hearing the sutra chant. Heroes clutching their head like they can't hear anything else. The numbness has faded. Nothing happens. Wizard was injured. Hero was injured. Shit, we're not ready yet! The spirit fades and becomes intangible. The spirit turns solid again. Okay, it is way too close for comfort. No, wait, no, wait. Please don't let me shoot again. The spirit turned solid again. Yell's making my heart clench. Okay, it's way too close for comfort. Yeah, it's way too close for comfort. Rusted army sword, Kagura Suzu bells. Please don't let me get the bad ending. Spirit stops. I guess the attack finally worked. I have nowhere footsteps approach behind me. Woo! A voice yells comically and whoever it is puts their hands on my back. But I can't take my eyes off the spirit before me. Banshee, is that you? What are you doing? Instead of replying, he shoves something into my hand. It's a large chisel with the grip stain on it. This is... I found it in that room in the mansion. In that instant, I understand everything. The heart of the curse that we were searching for, the object that gave birth to the spirit. So was it in the Cujo mansion? Thanks, I'm going to use it. I grab the chisel and face the spirit. Swings the chisel down. Where do I oh, fuck me. Right eye. Between the eyes. Right ear. Left ear. Between the eyes. I drag the chisel down between its eyes. The countdown soldier convulses as it meets its ghastly end. Oh, fuck me, it's red. It starts to crumble and glares enough to scorch the entire world. Oh, fuck me, I fucked up. I wasn't even ready yet! The statue stops moving and collapses. It stopped, right? Seems so. I don't got the mark anymore, so there's no doubt about it. Yeah, mine's still there. Once again, I'm the only one still cursed. Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs were in such a good shape, it would have been over for us. Thanks for saving us, but you know that was pretty reckless. As I said, it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere haunted. Yeah, you did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind, though. Tell us, old man, what happened at the mansion? I'm not quite sure myself, but I'll tell you what I know. After you left, I wandered the place looking for something to eat. My mark hurt like hell right by a room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things. You must mean that room I found. I was kinda out of it because of the mark at that point, but I noticed one of the chisels was going all weird with a dark light. I knew right away that it was hiding some awesome spiritual power. But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seemed sure it'd be effective against a canine soldier. I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me of a lady sorta. It said, to bring the chisel to you. And that's when it hit me. It was what I've been looking for. Oh, that thing you mentioned in that car. The heart of the curse that created the spirit. Exactly that. So I hoofed it over to give it to you. When I looked through the room before, Yasuka said that the Kucho family used to create Buddhist statues a long time ago. It's possible that chisel was used to create the statue that became the canine soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while. And that's what happened. So, we heading back to the mansion then, Lizard? For one, I'm hungry, but I bet Daimon's worried too. I left without saying a word after all. Yeah. Searching for documents on the mark, carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next. What? We're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place. Fuck no! I glanced at a statue falling to the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. No! Ah, fuck me. Out of nowhere, she shrieks hysterically, glaring at us with a strange look in her eyes. What's the fuss, Hiru? You eat something weird? Ah! Yeah! My mark suddenly scorches me. My flashlight blinks out. I hear voices echoing. The passage reverberates like with sinister chanting, like groans from hell. This chanting... It's the Canaan soldier! It's calling to Hiru! Canaan soldier, great Ashura. It's mine. No one can have it. Ah, fuck me. Yeah, after this, after what we see next, I am going to return by death. Hero! Hold on, that's dangerous! It's still... She slowly lowers herself next to the statue. She cradles its head lovingly in her arms. Oh, great Ashura. Ashura, 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 Ashura. Ashura, 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 Ashura. Oh boy. Like a reply to Hiru's whispers, a voice echoes, one I shouldn't be able to hear. Fuck me. The Canaan soldier stands up, raises a long arm, and decapitates Hiru. Fresh blood sprays everywhere, and her head rolls along the floor. The Canaan soldier grabs Hiru's head and body, still dripping with blood, and wants to fuck away. Fuck me. It vanishes into darkness. Canaan soldier destroyed. My ass! Banshee and I are frozen in fear. All we can do is stare. The moment we can bet to ourselves, we bolt out of the shelter like we're being chased. Yep! Going back to do that again. Yes. I knew we weren't prepared for that shit. I always hate it when shit like that happens. Not giving me a moment to prepare. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay, already partnered with her. Okay, how do I handle the Canaan soldier? Okay, let me see here. Okay, there's clearly a 3 record, so we're gonna explore again and not touch the damn box. Go down. Okay, I'm gonna check the Buddha statues. Maybe there's something I missed there. Nothing. Okay. Seems to be locked. Wait. Ah, crap, I forgot. I think I gotta go grab the sever head. Be right back. Damn it, I really went far back. Yeah, let's do this again. Hopefully I get it right this time. Okay, 100 million honorable deaths. Okay. Hey, Callie. What's more, declare a result to strike back with air raids. We won't lose even if our countries reduce to ashes. Show your determination. Okay, which one did I use? Nope. Okay, we live to tell the tale. Let's shine the light here. Never checked this one, have I? Oh wait, we were just here. Damn it! What the fuck am I missing? Seriously, I'm trying to figure out why the fuck Banshee would be living here. Open the door with the underground shelter key. I gotta close my door. Be right back. I forgot I didn't have my mic on! Once again, I'm the only one still cursed. Oops, my bad. Glad I made it in the nick of time. If my legs were in such good shape, it would have been over for us. Thanks for saving us, but you know that was pretty reckless. As I said, it's dangerous for a group of mark bearers to go somewhere haunted. Ah, yeah, you did mention something like that when I was eating. Completely slipped my mind, though. Tell us, old man, what happened at the mansion? I'm not quite sure myself, but I'll tell you what I know. After you left, I wandered the place looking for something to eat. My mark hurt like hell right by a room. I slipped inside and found a bunch of chisels and things. It must be in the room I found. I was kinda out of it because of the mark at that point, but I noticed one of the chisels was going all weird with a dark light. I knew right away that it was hiding some awesome spiritual power. But what made you decide that you had to bring the chisel here? You seem sure it'd be effective against the canine soldier. I heard a voice when I picked it up. It reminded me of a lady, sorta. It said, to bring the chisel to you. And that's when it hit me. It was what I've been looking for. Oh, that thing you mentioned in the car. The heart of the curse that created the spirit. Exactly that. So I hooked it over to give it to you. When I looked through the room before, Yasuka said that the Kujo family used to create Buddhist statues a long time ago. It's possible that the chisel was used to create the statue that became the canine soldier. I don't know what that voice was that he heard. Probably something like the mysterious voice that guided me before. You know, I haven't heard it in a while. And that's what happened. So, we heading back to the mansion then, wizard? For one, I'm hungry, but I bet the Daimon's worried too. I left without saying a word after all. Yeah. Searching for documents on the mark, carting all the statues out. It'll take more than a day to do all that. We should go back to the mansion and figure out what to do next. What? We're leaving already? I wanted to examine this place. I glanced at the statue falling to the floor. Sorry, but you'll have to do that another time. Please don't. Fine. In exchange, not one word about this shelter to anyone else. I'm going to study every inch of it. Yeah, okay. Canine soldier saved. Hey now, this is my home. Can't have you rooting around in here. That's just you saying that. You don't legally live here. I'll bring you food, so stop complaining. Much obliged. Okay, that's a good trade. Shelter for food. Study for food. I might be imagining it, but it feels like the air in here is a little less stagnant than it was before. We climb up out of the manhole and now South Alley. Daimon runs up to us, drenched in sweat. He looked even worse than usual. He probably shouldn't have run. I found you. Hey, old man. Why do you suddenly sprint out of the mansion? My mark is gone now. What happened? What in the world happened? Hold on, I'm trying to... Hello? Wait. Is that supposed to happen? Weird. Okay, looks like you guys can hear me. Okay, good. I had something to give Wizard. Isn't that right, Hiru? I guess. I'd rather not think of the consequences if you hadn't made it in time. I'm not sure I follow, but it seems to be really helped you out. Well then, if I must do my investigation another day, are we splitting ways here? Our marks are gone now. Wizard still has his, though. This always happens. I'm used to it already. That's a spelling error, but now I might be able to change that. I finally discovered where the statues stolen from H Shrine are. I'm lost, but I'm glad for you. It's thanks to all of you. I'll figure the rest out by myself. You should all return to your regular lives. You're saying we should split up then? You sure you'll be okay? Something will work out eventually. Besides, this is Saya Kujo's dying wish. I want to respect it. Huh. Well, thanks. I'll head back then. I've been missing all those chemical smells from the lab. Glad to hear your research is exciting. But don't forsake your humanity over it. Don't end up like Miss Zoo. Like I do that? It's not even funny, by the way. Oh yeah, Mr. Wizard. Whenever you want to get those statues, I'll help out. Until then, see you. I'll be off as well. Honestly, all this put a strain on me. I'm barely staying upright. Whatever you do, don't collapse on your way home, please. Hey, Wizard. One day I'm hoping to let the public know about the underground shelter, for the sake of the wandering souls without a proper burial. I'd like it if you helped with it. See you around. Guess I'll go too. You're not returning to the shelter, are you? I'm not that brave. The soldier's gone, but there's plenty other things down there. I'll give it a few days to settle. So you're still planning on going back? I'm not sure I call that smart move. Comes with living this kind of life. I'll bunker down in a park or under a bridge until things calm down. See you, Wizard. Bring more food next time, yeah? Aye, aye, Captain. The former mark bearers have all left. I should probably head to the mansion myself. I got to decide what to do next. Old man? I hear a voice calling from behind me. I turn to see Banshee in the middle of the road staring intently at me. What's wrong? I remember now. His eyes are as white as saucers. I forgot because of the mark, but I've met you before. What? What? What do you mean? Well, let me think. He scratches his chin. I know his memories are probably all mess having just gotten them back, but I don't have time to wait for him. Ah, yes. We first met 5 years ago, and then again 10 days ago. I feel like I've been struck by lightning. I first arrived at Kucho Mansion 10 days ago. That means I met him before I lost my memories. I need to know, who in the world am I? I couldn't say. I wasn't interested in asking your name and you didn't give it. Then tell me, what do you know? Tell me about myself, please. Okay. I owe you for the food, so ask. What should I ask about? Let's start with the 5 years ago. You showed up at the shelter. Wanted to know about the Heavenly Buddha project. Gave me food. Huh, actually, you were more focused on the Kujo family than the Kanon soldier. Why did we talk about them? The head at the time was majorly involved in the project. He was famous for his spiritual power, so the army asked him to help. He loaned them a number of his family-prized sacred treasures. You really zeroed in on that bit. Do you know what exactly the army got? Yeah, the shelter had a list. A mirror, a chisel, a Buddha statue, cursed objects, and a holy talismans. They were all returned to the family. Which means they're all in the mansion now. You kept popping by a few times until one day you just didn't. I only saw you next 10 days ago. Next is 10 days ago. I just seen the Kanon soldier and you can bet I booked it at the manhole. I ran into you on the street. Had you treat me the food to celebrate. Thanks for that, by the way. Banshee's talking about the person I was before I lost my memories. It's weird to hear about myself this way. You mentioned you've been overseas. You only come back recently about a month ago. Oh, and that's when I learned of the mark. You told me about it. It slipped my mind until just now. By the time was my right arm. Yeah, it had the mark. You were acting all odd though. You go to remember something, then stumble over the words. Curse was probably in the late stages. In fact, I'd completely forgotten my name and passed a few hours after that. By the by, I got something to tell you. This here Banshee Ito is a much nobler character than regular folk. That's why I lead a detached life, away from the world's vulgarities. What are you trying to say? I could be crazy desperate, but I never shame my dear departed mom or divine providence. You understand? No, you lost me. I'm saying I never resort to stealing, even dying of hunger. Here, these are yours. He pulls out a wristwatch and a wallet. Each look like an antique. They're inlaid with subtle designs. You forgot them at the restaurant. Let me see them. I grabbed them both and rushed to open the wallet. But there's no ID inside. Damn it! There was no driver's license or company card with an ID in it when you got it. Don't ask me. You said you forgot your old wallet somewhere and lost it. It was probably in there. Oh. Now look at what else is in the wallet. Bills, coins, and a number of familiar business cards. Ayacucho Spirit Healer. Ah, those things. You tried to give me one. Told me to go there if I remembered anything. But I gave it back. I don't make habit of carrying useless stuff. Ayacucho's card was in my pocket when I first arrived at Cujo Mansion. It must have been the one Banshee returned. There's no doubt about it. I lost all my memories after I met Banshee. I asked everything I wanted to know, but something's still bugging me. Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me? Oh, I'll be right back. I'm back. Let me just... Did I say anything about the mark when you saw me 10 days ago? Well, I was so focused on eating that I wasn't paying full attention. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, you said the same thing as Hiru about the canine soldier. There's no way a human head on a statue will make it move. But it did actually move. That's what I thought too. And then, you said something strange. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. Wait. Her? That's not all. You said she gave you the mark. She said that she loved watching you lose your memories and fear death. You made her kick the bucket once. But she came back to life. You said you needed to do the same thing done 50 years ago to get rid of her. My heart wants to beat out of my chest. I can feel sweat run down my face. There's no way I can keep calm. Before I lost my memories, I known who had cursed me with the mark. Hey old man, who's she? Did I tell you? I wanted to know too, so I asked. But you couldn't answer me. I don't think you were trying to hide it. You just honestly didn't remember. Was that because of the mark? Well, that's about all I can tell you. Wizard, we should get going soon. Go? Where? I'll tell you in your car. I'm really tired of standing. I like to sit for a bit. There's no point in arguing here. I'll just get it out of him once we're in the car. New info was added to the spirit file. My past self. Okay, where the fuck are we going then, old man? Nope, Dimension's out of the way. Ancient clambers into the backseat of the car. His heavy scent fills the enclosed space. I can finally catch my breath. Now then, driver, take us to the forest by H Castle. Huh? I drive down the familiar road. All lights along the way are strangely green. We reach our destination without me having to slow down the car once. The engine chugs along. I feel the wheels of fate turning like those on the car I'm riding in. The wheels on the car go round and round. The wheels of the fate go round and round. 10 days ago, I promised, in exchange for you buying me an extra order of almond jelly, if you did forget everything, I'd take you to H Shrine. Sounds like I prepared for everything. If I was that careful, why didn't I leave myself a clue? Why prepare if I was just going to forget? Did the curse progress faster than expected, so there wasn't time? Or did someone get rid of it? If I had business at H Shrine, why didn't I go there while I still had my memories? Something about timing. Waiting for some magical summer cleaning to clear away impurity. Ah! Suddenly my old self outgoes in my head. I speak the words out loud slowly as realization dawns. The summer purification rites. The rites held at shrines to exorcise evil. On the last day of June, you pass through woven reeds to cleanse yourself. I was trying to use the ritual to exorcise impurity. Ah, gotcha. Luckily today's the 1st of July, so the rites or whatever are done. Should be no problem now. Exorcise the impurity. Huh? What kind of impurity was I trying to cleanse? The more I learn, the less I understand. My previous self is like the complete stranger to me. How many times have I come to this forest now? Creepy arch, thick trees look the same as always. You know where H Shrine is, right? Yeah? Lead the way. Oh, joy. You've never been there? First I heard of it was 10 days ago. Okay. Angie and I push through the vegetation and make our way down the beast trail. Pass under the stone torii gate. And finally arrived at the desolate H Shrine. A few headless Buddhist statues are left shine in the light of the flashlight. So the statues used in the project. were stolen from here. Yeah, that's right. Is it really true the statues are connected to a mark somehow? I considered the possibility that the mark was caused by their divine wrath, but 10 days ago. You said what happened 50 years ago wasn't because of the project. It was all because of her. This course I've been following this whole time. Then at some point I had to have been fed at some huge lie. What could it be? Shudder run through me at the thought. It feels like I'm looking into the depths of hell. You said 10 days ago that altar holds something important. Something about needing to keep it here to exorcise the impurity. He approaches a small altar and puts his hand on the sliding door. Huh? What's going on here? This thing's empty. Don't ask me. It was already gone when I was here earlier. Well, that's darn weird. You said there was a cloth pouch. What was inside? A small fist-sized statue. Ninja Bitsu or something. It was a Go Shintai for the shrine. The Kojo had used it in the shelter to stop the mess 50 years ago. And again, it's the Kujo family. They must have strong ties to the mark. Well, this is about all I can do for you. At least it was enough to pay off the dessert. We should head back, son. Right. I'm still unsure about my old self, was thinking, but it's clear whatever plan I had didn't work. Where did the Ninja Bitsu go? On the way back, I feel reluctant to go. I keep turning to look toward the shrine. Each time I do, Banshee hurries me on to the forest entrance. Well, this is where we part ways. You're not going to ride back with me. I'm gonna be honest with you, I got a bit of car sick on the way here. Flat roads were fine, but the curves and hills did me in. I just got a nice meal and I hate to throw it up, so I'll walk back. But it's pretty far from here. Kids are such wimps these days. When I was young, I used to walk across the Himalayas all the time. This ain't nothing. I just love that old man. His huge laugh is loud enough for the whole forest to hear. He waves and leaves me alone. Hold on, I gotta charge my phone. Okay. Once he's outside, I get into my car. It's fucking Mary, isn't it? I pull out the deserted parking lot and drive back to the mansion. As I count the streetlights passing by, I go over everything Banshee told me. 50 years ago in the shelter, the Kannan statue went berserk, but it wasn't because of the army experiments, it was her. The army was unable to stand up to the threat of her and the soldier. But the Kujo family had used the Ninja Bitsu to settle everything. However, she still exists in the time period. She was the one who gave me my mark. Before I lost my memories, I was planning on using the Ninja Bitsu like they did before. I left it at H Shrine so it could be cleansed of its impurity. But somewhere along the line it went missing. The past me probably couldn't have predicted that would happen. I'm almost back at Kujo Mansion. As my drive comes to an end, I focus on what the most important detail is. That's right, who she is. I have a hunch about her identity, but I can't be sure yet. And that definitely proves that she was there. 50 years ago, she made the Conan soldier move down in the shelter. Cujo family had sealed her. They would have brought her to the mansion. The sacred objects for the profit of which she was one were returned to the Cujos. I gripped the steering wheel tighter. If there were any ways to defeat her, it just has to be in the mansion. I don't have any solid proof, but the fragments of my memories are whispering to me. Moment of demon truth, people! The entrance don't look any different. Ah! My mark burns. Sharp pain nearly brings me to my knees. It seems she has no intention of hiding her presence any longer. New info was added to the spirit file in pursuit of the truth. Okay, let's see what we got. Out of place cushion. It was only a western style cushion that's depressing. Is this the heart of the grudge? The source of the spirit? No way, something was here, something cursed. Something that might be able to stop the Conan soldier, as if to mock me even further. The mark warns me time is short. We'll just have to face the soldier with what we gathered up until now. Oh, that's kind of freaky looking. Facing the Conan soldier. Forget what we're missing and take stock of what we have. If we want to use the saber or short sword, we'll have to throw them. If the spirit is nebulous like the spirit door, then the Kagura Sense Suzu bell will be helpful, and the blinks. Won't mess up our ears if we shoot them, but one document mentioned must destroy head. I'm not sure about this at all, but I can't give up if I want to live. My past self. After we defeat the soldier, Banshee's mark disappears and he remembers meeting me several times before I lost my memory. I've been investigating the sacred treasure the Kucho family donated to the Heavenly Buddha project. When I met him 10 days ago, the mark was already on my arm. I told him she gave it to me, but I had already forgotten her name by then. In pursuit of the truth, the last time I saw Banshee, I told him if I completely forget everything, he should take me to H Shrine. He says I wanted to recover some Nijibitsu thing that was there. But when we arrived, the Nijibitsu is oddly missing. All the effort I went through to prevent the mark from causing a havoc was wasted. In pursuit of the truth. But I feel like I'm getting closer to the truth I've been pursuing. I defeated 5 spirits now since I first came to the Kucho mansion. But none were there, the one that gave me my mark. So where exactly is the she that I need to face? My old self knew and prepared to something to help me. With no memory. And there must be a way to stop her. Don't be afraid, I got to trust in myself. Okay, let's save. Time to face the puppet. Or I can leave like a little bitch. Where am I supposed to go at a time like this? She's right over there. Talk. There you are, you little fuck. Sup? So we meet again. Mary's voice is soft. I know now. Behind those words is hidden an intense lust for blood. You came back to life rather quickly. You gave me nearly a whole day, more than enough time. I admit that Rabbit's attack surprised me, but unexpected events can themselves be rather enjoyable. When I had brought Mary to H Shrine, we caught sight of the rabbit there. I might have suspected Mary's true nature. That rabbit. Its great love for you pushed it to recklessness. What was that rabbit really? Determine that for yourself. Who are you? Know that and the answer will come. Though it is impossible so long as you bear the mark I gave you. Mary gave me the mark. I had a hunch, but hearing it from her lips filled me with dread. Just what are you trying to accomplish? Dragging the living to the depths of despair before killing them. I believe I explained that it is a spirit utmost desire and joy, and I had your cooperation with achieving that. Cooperate? That's ridiculous. Oh, have you not realized it yet? You did bring those pathetic mark bearers directly to the spirits, did you not? I did, and I won. They feared the spirit's existence, trembled in the face of death. I savored the taste of that fear and despair most delicious. You had all of us help out, just to terrify the mark bearers even more? Clearly. I could have waited for the curse to complete if only I had wanted them dead. That's not the only lie. Mark bearers must stay in small groups. Do not contact outsiders. All my instructions were to drive you into a state of emergency. Not once did you doubt me. I bet she's telling me all of this because she wants me terrified with how hopeless the situation I find myself in is. I'm frozen in place. I know my face must be as pale as death. She must be loving this. Don't tell me you created all those spirits just to accomplish that. Indeed. When Lady Christie believed divine wrath was the cause of the mark, I had never been more amused. Her foolishness was so delightful I had just to come along with you. So you lied. Of course. How could a pile of broken statues possibly do anything? I could be imagining it, but I feel like she has hesitated for a moment there. 50 years ago, I was sealed away by the head of the Kakujo family. I awoke here 5 years ago. At the time, I was still unable to speak and communicate. But it seems my awakening alone caused a number of ripples. Those who died unfortunate deaths on cursed land became monstrous spirits. The H elementary abuse, the honeybee mass deaths, Psycho's assault and death. They all happened 5 years ago. I finally regained my full power a little over a month ago, and the Buddha statue connected to me 50 years ago began moving. The woman killed by the statue was also influenced by my power. That must be the Conan soldier in Sakawa. Sakawa believed it was the divine oracle from the soldier when it really had been Mary. She did as the great Ashura said and transformed herself into Miss Zoo. Once my strength returned, I again bestowed my powers on Spirit. It connects humans to me and manipulates them into a panic. The mark. I know you've been toying with us, but well, was there really a need to make us be connected to you in some way? Of course! By using a direct contact with you, I could taste your fear. Even now, are you scared of me, Lord Wizard? Stay silent. So are you terrified to the extent that it steals your speech? Her porcelain face cracks. Ever since you declared that you would fight the mark, I have waited eagerly for this day. Over the past 10 days, I have tasted your fear through the mark. Thick and syrupy, as sweet as honey. Each savored morsel made me want to smash you to pieces, but I waited. I'm not so foolish as to kill a goose that lays golden eggs. I cannot take it anymore. Like crushing a ripe fruit and sipping its juices. I want to break you down and savor your sweet fear. Oh, fuck! The Marcus died a deep crimson. Sunrise, a few minutes left until death closes in. Oh fuck, I'm blacking out. My thoughts blurred together. What happens to a mark bearer right before dawn? I've seen him many times. Is that what's happening to me now? Lord Wizard, wait for me. I'll kill you. I can hear Mary stand up over by the sofa. At this rate, the rabbit's fate will be mine too. I have to run away. Okay. Check within the red in my room. A red? Blood. Something whispers in my ear. That's right, that voice. What does my room mean? Focus. Who does that voice belong to? Asuka, she said it was someone who loved me. Live or die. Blood. Mary's coming closer. Where should I run? Okay, calm down. Focus. Saya's room. I sprint at full speed at the stairs and fly into Saya's room. I think it was the only spot with blood. Much like the entrance hall, it's dark. The voice said check within the red in my room. There's something there, but where should I look? The blood. The floor. Saya Kujo's bloodstain is still on the floor. It's obviously dry by this point in time. There might be something lying on the top of it. I can't be sure as it's too dark. Nothing was there the last time I was there. Unless... Picking it up, I discover it's a small pouch. Inside is a hard, thin object. I move over to the moonlight to see it better. Found ya! It's a small Buddha statue. Ah, shit, it can't be. Is this the Ninja Bitsu? It seemed to be stained with blood, and I get an ominous feeling from it. It's impurity. It hasn't been exorcised yet. I instinctively know the instant I see it. My mind is suddenly flooded with all my memories of the Ninja Bitsu, one after another. 50 years ago, the head of the Kujo family used this to seal Mary's power. He put the Ninja Bitsu inside her to seal her. And about a month ago, someone took it out. That person was me. Fuck! Because of that, Mary would gain her powers. Fuck me. Way to go, dumbass! The Ninja Bitsu in my hand looks exactly as it did back then, full of impurity. Impurity that built up from sealing Mary's power for 50 years. To cleanse it, I left it in the Ninja Bitsu at the uncontaminated H Shrine. It would take time to exorcise all the impurity. It's already July, the summer purification rite is over. So why is it still impure? The object the rabbit had in its mouth. It could have been carrying the pouch then instead of the master key. The Ninja Bitsu was taken away from the H Shrine before the beginning of July. Ari the rabbit saw Mary by the shrine and was scared that she would find it. So had no choice but to steal it away. Crap. The door to the adjacent room opens. Mary must be looking for me, but she can sense the presence of the mark bearers. What's going on? Wait, is it possible that Saya's blood is protecting me? Bring it to where I met my end. Voice whispers in my ear again. This is where the voice owner died. They must have met their end elsewhere. There's only one other place. Where though? While Mary is in the room next door, I sprint down to the entrance hall. I make a beeline to Mary's sofa and spot where the rabbit died. Oh! The voice that spoke to me and helped me every time the spirit was closing in. Saya was working through anything. It must have been that rabbit. Sensing something, I look down at my hand. Oh, bingo! The Ninja Bitsu impurity is gone. Is this what you've been telling me, Saya? I speak to the departed woman who's guided me as I struggle without memories. Put the Ninja Bitsu, the source of the doll's curse. Press it to the black mark. Her left arm. Then the whispers stop. Or was it her right? Shit! I raise my head to the staircase, rise into the darkness before me. Hey, Mary! The dark figure stands on the landing. Okay, she was laying on the floor, so it has to be her right arm. I found you. I'm trying to imagine myself on in Mary's position, so it has to be the right. Oh, fuck, that's not creepy. The mark scorches me. My mind goes blank. Mary's coming closer. My body won't listen to me. Oh, you are fucking ugly. Oh, Lord Wizard. Mary closes her hand around my neck. She's trying to kill me. No, fight it! Fight it! I squeeze the Ninja Bitsu and the fog that's impeding my thoughts lifts. It's still a struggle to think. I should be able to move my arm now. Put the Ninja Bitsu on the source of the mark. I only have one chance. Where should I put this stick to Ninja Bitsu? Let's see. Right arm. Please let it be the right arm. I managed to drag my impossibly heavy arm and stick the ninjutsu on Mary's right arm. Okay, the way it's positioned. Yeah, she's hiding it. But I'm sure that's where the black mark was. If I was laying on the floor like Mary, that's where the right arm would be. Oh, she's panicking. Mark blooms on Mary one after another. They're all the color of blood. It's like they're curses of those she killed. Gotcha, bitch. Wait, why was it red? I got it right, didn't I? Mary shatters into dust. Did I really do it? I hesitantly looked down my right arm. The mark is gone. I got it right? It was on the right arm, right? I have to say it out loud to convince myself. A victory at the expense of Saya's life. I can't claim it's completely over, but there's no harm in being relieved for now. The fog clouding my head clears away. My memory slowly returned to me. I look around the dimly lit hall again. I know this mansion well, because Clock on the second floor begins chiming wildly like it did 10 days ago. When I make my way to it, it stops. Almost as if it has a will of its own. That's right, this grandfather clock. I think its skilled ancestor, the Kujo family, crafted it. That one chisel may have been used to make it. That's right, inside this clock. I open the door and stick my hand inside. My fingers brush something hard. Taking it out, I realize it's a voice recorder. Press the play button. This on? This is Masamune Kujo. It's a man's voice, a voice I know all too well. It's my voice. I decided to leave this record behind in case something should happen. The doll may dispose of any files or documents. I'm banking on her overlooking a piece of technology. As I listen, I start to remember recording this. I'd done it right before I received the mark from Mary. Now, where should I begin? It started 5 years ago, 2 years after I became Kujo family head. My sister Seiya and I found the doll in the wood box while storing the warehouse. The moment I broke the seal and saw her, I could sense something sinister. But it took a while longer to fully understand what she truly is. If only there had been records. A great-grandfather who sealed her didn't leave any before his early death. Because of that, his descendants were told about the doll. Oh, fuck. I managed to learn the doll had been loaned to an army lab during the war. A strange old man who lived in an underground shelter told me, Banshee. Then I went overseas to try to get more information on the doll. I got into an accident while away and was presumed missing, so Seiya became the new family head. I wasn't able to contact her until after she inherited the title. It wasn't something worth attesting, so I explained everything and had her keep up the facade that I was missing. Public records still stated Masamune Kujo was very much alive, of course. I couldn't have used my passport or license otherwise. I'm off topic, sorry. I only just returned to the country last week. Other than sidekicks abroad all agreed it would be bad to leave the doll be. A ninjutsu inside the doll still suppressed the cursed power, but I realized that it was almost at its limit. If I left it alone, it would crumble, and it'd be impossible to suppress the cursed power of the doll. That was the worst case scenario. Well, what was to be done? Yeah, it should be on her right arm. The answer I came up with was to remove the Nijubitsu from the doll temporarily. Its impurity will be cleansed after a month stored in a pure area, and then I'll place it back in the doll. If I succeed, the doll's power will be sealed for a few more decades. But the problem is that 1 month, I have no idea what kind of curse will be released with the doll unsealed. I'll do what I can to prevent disasters, but my power can't compare to Nijubitsu. I can't guarantee anything. There may be victims again, like the tragedy 50 years ago. But this is a necessary evil. It must be done in order to prevent even more people from falling victim. Ah, fuck me. After this, I'll disassemble the doll and remove the Nijubitsu. I pray everything goes according to plan and the worst of evil is avoided. I hope this record isn't needed. But if the one listening to this has a loved one who's fallen victim to the curse, then I'm very sorry. Fuck. The recording ends there. Damn it. I clenched my fist so hard my nails dug into my palms. Yes, that voice on the tape was mine. But I'm furious with it. I don't know that person at all. The mark has claimed so many victims over the past month. I even lost my sister Seiya. Was she just another inevitable victim that the voice spoke of? I can't forgive him. I can't forgive him. Ever since I lost my memories, I lived as a Mechawizard. My blood boils at what Masamune Kujo did. End of chapter 5. 2 months have passed. The occasional cool breeze signals that summer is almost over. I spent my time putting the case of the mark to rest as best I can. I put Seiya to rest by burying the rabbit and contacted the surviving mark bearers. Putting the Buddhist statues in place of honor was also one of those tasks. They weren't connected to the marks after all, but I couldn't just leave them there. Plus, there was no way Christie keep quiet about those statues. So with her guidance and Yasuka and Daimon and Banshee's help, I carried the broken statues out of the shelter and returned them to the H Shrine. By now my memory has completely returned. I still can't think of myself as Masamune Kujo. My memories of my past feel more like I'm reading someone else's biography. Blech. Legally, I'm Masamune. I inherited Kujo Mansion. I'm not sure how to feel about it, but I think I'll consider it a way to pay Seiya back for saving me. About Masamune Kujo. He became a head of the Kujos 7 years ago. Scholarly inclined and introverted, he wasn't the type to be very social. He left all public appearances to Seiya Kujo, so not many knew what he looked like. The only photo of him are from small local newspapers. Masamune accidentally uncovered Mary in the family's warehouse 5 years ago. That discovery changed his life. I traveled extensively abroad in order to learn more about Mary. In one country, I got into an accident and fell into a coma for half a year. Even worse, that country proceeded to treat me as an unidentified traveler. I don't know if that was merely my terrible luck or if Mary's curse had something to do with it. When I was finally able to contact home, Seiya had already become the new head. The rest was as the tape said. Scholarly. I had no idea that Mary's power was far greater than I had imagined. All my efforts to suppress her powers were completely useless. My memories unraveled faster than I thought. How did Mary come to be in the first place? One theory says a doll maker in the 19th century used magic to create her. Another says the spirit of a young girl who died prematurely took up residence in the doll. In the end, it's still a mystery. No one knows what happened to create a doll like that. We only know that each of Mary's owners died tragic deaths. Shortly after the turn of the 20th century, she came to be owned by the head of the Kujos. He either didn't know the curse or simply didn't believe it. Disasters began befalling the family. Mary gained enough power to become sentient and produce spirits. Then the tragedy in the shelter happened. Deceiving grudges of the experiment's victims and the Buddha statues. They may have triggered her awakening. Whatever Mary's true identity is, the fact remains she altered many people's fates. Mine and the Mark Bearers included. Speaking of, an update on the surviving Mark Bearers. Mo Watatame became a part-time writer for her favorite magazine, Oops Art Mark Monthly. She sometimes comes to Akucho Mansion to interview me about spirits and ghosts. Tsukasa Yoshida is studying every day for the middle school exams next year. He bragged in his letter to me about how well he did in the national mock test. Good job, little shit. Satoru Nishida brought me a drink like he promised. Seems he's thinking about becoming a private detective. He actually asked me if I wanted to join him. Was he serious? I don't know for sure. Probably. Sho Nakashima is picking fights, riding his bike, and doing whatever he wants as usual. But recently, out of the blue, I heard he's joined his neighborhood's baseball team. Christy Amora has started writing an essay exposing all of her past affairs. She's trying to get back into the industry. Yeah. Suzu Morimiya was able to see her father. Lately, she started asking me for advice about how to get her parents to reconcile. I have no idea if I helped at all, but she says that they sometimes have meals together now. I guess that's a good sign. Ida Nakamatsu has gone back to surfing the BBS every day as usual. What's new is he's been stopping by the city employment center. I guess he wants to get a steady job and be a role model for Zuzu. Best of luck to him. Hey, let him try. A day doesn't go by that I don't see Ai Kashiwagi on TV as a part of the Love and Hero. She sent a ticket like she promised, but I need to drum up some courage to go to a concert for teens alone at my fucking age. Kawaka Yasuka is still working as a fortune teller in Ginza. Apparently she believes I have spiritual powers or something. She keeps sending customers with spirit problems to the mansion. I wish she'd stop. Please stop. I just want to deal with my everything. Madoka Hiru spends her days working as a researcher while also visiting the shelter. Her and Banshee squabble a lot, but I wish she'd stop complaining to me about it. Shuji Daimon seems to be doing better now, like a weight's been lifted off his chest. He's in the process of convincing officials to publicize the shelter and build a memorial for it. Huh. Banshee Ito has returned to his beloved underground shelter. He stops by the mansion sometimes, filling the place with his scent. Of course, he comes to beg me for food. Bitch, take a shower! Now then. I finish my break and return to a workbench in the corner of the room. Hey, bitch. Over the past 2 months, Mary has managed to repair herself. Her power hasn't completely come back yet, but she's still extremely frightening. The Nijibutsu alone won't be enough to continue sealing her powers in the years to come. I must prepare extra spiritual measures. It's taken a long time to get those ready, but today I finally finished. Once everything is complete, I replace the Nijibutsu inside Mary. Finally, it's over. I pick Mary up and put her in the wooden box. 5 years. This all started when I opened the lid of this box. Fuck you. Mary stares up at me from the depths of the box. I have no idea if she's aware of what's happening right now. There's no doubt she'll regain her powers when the Nijibutsu wears off decades from now. I'm determined to find a way to destroy this cursed doll before that happens. Till that day, you need to stay asleep, Mary. Good ending. Frightened by the final showdown. Go back to sleep, bitch. Death mark. End. So I got that shit done! Sure, it took me two bad endings, but hey, I got it done. Ugh. Where's the credits? Oh, gallery has been added to the title screen. You are able to view the game illustration. Data is being saved. I guess they didn't show the credits? That's weird. And now, a lot of time has passed. There's still more? Muted chirping of insects gently drift along the breeze that enters the mansion. It's cool enough to sleep through the night again. Nearly autumn after all. I stare out the window at the unchanging scenery without really seeing it. Clouds in the distance rumble with thunder. As if on cue, a chill wind brushes up against the window pane. Rain again, huh? I comment because otherwise it feels like I'm in a dream. It's as if a stranger was speaking. I stare at the laden sky. Even though I'm resting in a chair, I feel like I'm somewhere far away. When I shift, I see out of the corner of my eye a stack of books piled on the desk. Some were pretty difficult to get my hands on. But I don't feel like reading them anymore. I could read all of them and none will give me any type of clue. That's all I've learned after all this time wasted. The longer I try, the further away it gets. That thing sleeping in the wooden box. I head downstairs to make myself some coffee. Huh? There's a sudden knock at the door. The hollow sounds doesn't bring me back good memories. I used to signal arrival of a new mark bearers to the mansion. That's in the past now. I swing the door open. Standing in front of me is... Oh. Is now a good time, mister? If it isn't, just tell me and I'll leave you alone. Yeah, it's fine. Mo flashes a carefree smile and steps inside with a pep in her step. Just her presence makes this place feel less gloomy. With the start, I realized that Mo isn't my only visitor. It's been a while. I'm sorry for coming without contacting you. Tsukasa, this is rare. Why are you here? It's been a while since we met up, so we talked about what happened. And obviously the topic came to you. So I told him that I visit you a lot and that he should come with me. No big deal, right? I was just getting bored. Of course I don't mind. I was just getting bored. Yeah, I figure as much. You seem the type with time on your hands. I haven't seen them both together since the mark. Most come by sometimes for interviews and then the like for an occult magazine. But this is the first time I've seen Tsukasa Kushida since then. I wasn't really concerned over him, but I'll admit I'm relieved to see he's alright. I'm glad to see you're well. Have you gotten the chance to relax? I have. But aren't you busy with entrance exams? Do you have time to waste doing this? Breaks are important. As an adult, you should understand that. Yeah, you're right. I glance over to see Mo staring at me. What is it? I'm working hard at my job too. You don't have anything to say? Oh, I know you are. It's only natural to work hard. You do like your job, right? Then it's only natural to work hard at it. I guess you're right. But no way am I a match for Tsukasa. He works crazy hard. He was first in the recent mock exam test. That's only natural. After all, I have a goal. You do? I never heard him mention it. Or maybe I should say I never expected him to say he has a goal. He has something you're trying to accomplish? My parents were lawyers, so I'm thinking of entering the judicial profession, but Was thinking, huh? Has he changed his mind then? Wow, that's a cool dream. Jurassic. So you like dinosaurs too? His constant glare is full of contempt. Not Jurassic. Judicial. Bleh. As in working and dealing with the law. Are you really in high school, Mo? Are you really in... Did you really pass high school? Player? Ugh. I've never been at a loss for words before. To be honest now, I'm not sure. If possible, I'd like to ask you for your opinion, mister. Is that alright? I don't mind, but I'm kinda surprised. Who thinks Akasa would ask me for advice? That incident I was wrapped up in started it. Now I know there are so many incomprehensible things in the world. I'm considering going into science in order to elucidate them. But my parents, I feel that would be difficult to tell them. I see, now what's going on. It's a serious predicament. You don't seem like someone who has much in the ways of work experience. But what do you think I should do? I say tell them now. Because if you try to think it over first, you would be hesitant to think of all the cons and all that jazz. So I say tell them now if you want to. It's difficult to say. If he's given the idea serious thought, then it'd be better for him to tell his parents. Parents only want their kids to be happy. They'll support him if that's what he wants. So that's why I tell him. I see. I hope my parents think the same way as you. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better now. I have no idea if my advice was really helpful or not, but Tsukasa bows politely to me. Great, you good now? Your future is bright, unlike the old guy here, so don't worry so much. Damn, that's cold. That's not true. I'm sure he also has a bright... They both look at me. Nope, can't picture it. That what makes him approachable. So he's good to vent that to, at least. But there definitely are things that only he can do. Honestly, I can't think of any myself. I can make a good pot of coffee, but that's not really what they're talking about. I mean, there's that doll. Tsukasa falls silent. It seems my expression gave me away. Have you not made much progress? Nothing I can share at the moment. I researched everything I can. Mary's true identity is elusive as smoke. I still haven't managed to find clues. So I'm taking a bit of a break right now. I'm glossing over it. But to be honest, any sort of tension has vanished. My rest hasn't relaxed me. It's more like I'm a balloon that's lost all its air. If I was risking my life and facing death every day, it might be different, but right now my determination to move forward that I had back then is gone. That's so. I'm sorry, I had no idea. It might be best for you to rest and relax a bit. How about a trip to improve your mood? You might get a good idea. I'm about to reply to that when... Oh great, who the fuck is it now? There's another knock at the door. Who could that be? Yes, who is it? Mo calls out playfully like she lives here and skips over to answer the door. Huh? The brusque voice belongs to... Ah, the jazz music! The ex-detective, Satoru Mishida. Oh, what's with all the dubbing? Well, subbing. Japanese dubbing. Hey, what's all this? When did you start daycare? Huh? Mr. Mishida, why are you here? Did you come to see us? Mo's clearly excited, but Tsukasa is collected as he bows politely. I'm in your debt for your help back then. So, I'm surprised I didn't think we'd be able to meet here. Mishida gives an annoyed shake of his head. I'm the one asking why you're here. Damn, we're going in circles now. Don't lie, I know you're happy to see us. You're always hiding your feelings. Oh, but what a huge coincidence. We got everyone from the Haniko case back together again. This is totally destiny. I feel conflicted seeing her innocent smile. Everyone's happy after such a horrific event that maybe it'll fade quickly to memory. Everyone, huh? In that case, one person is missing. As he mutters, he glances at the spot in the room. It would be best to change the subject. So why are you here, detective? I have something to ask you first. He answers me with a question like usual. Wizard, you told that fortune teller about my office, didn't you? Does he mean... Tawako Yasuka? Yeah, it might have come up while I was talking to her about Mary. Why you have to go and do that? Now I'm drowning under an investigation request. Wait, does that mean... Are you a private eye, Mr. Machida? Mo butts in, her eyes shining. She's not timid, I'll grant you that. Well, I guess you'd be pretty good at that. Oh, if you get any interesting jobs, bring me along with you. Even Machida can only blink at her innocence. And this is exactly why it's annoying. Still, when I think about it, Machida's complaints don't make much sense. How could he be a disadvantage by my sharing his info with Yasuka, who's incredibly famous? He himself said he was drowning under request. That's a good thing, right? Unless... Oh. I only told her about your office. What's wrong with that? Getting job requests is good, isn't it? It's spiritual, isn't it? What detective hates too many requests? Plus, he only just started. Even if he's insanely talented, there's no way he's already overwhelmed. It depends on what the request is about. The one I just got is the worst. Did he just hesitate? Machida? Oh boy. It's your fault that this happened. So, Wizard? Yes? I'm going to have you help me. Help you? Wait a minute. What are you talking about here? Can't you guess based on the context? I believe he's telling you he wants your help with the detective job. Wow, I can't really picture him working as a private eye, though. Now, if he wants to investigate a supernatural phenomenon, that would be Oh, yeah. Called it. Wait, don't tell me. This worst request ever that you got. We all hold our breaths as we stare at Machida. Exactly. A spirit might be involved. It's a good opportunity. This is what I heard from the old fortune teller. Oh, there's end credit shit. Let's do this. Little Red Riding Hood. Fuck no! Why does Red Riding Hood have to be a crazy bitch? No, this is totally real, I swear. I think I saw something real bad on that Love Hotel street the other day. You heard about the Red Riding Hood girl. That rumor about people disappearing after entering the Love Hotel in K-City. On rainy days, this girl stands by the road like she's trying to get customers. Anyone who goes in with the hotel with her ends up missing. And here's the kicker. Eventually they're found, but their heads are so messed up they can't even remember their names. Some end up dying in the hospital and her jumping in front of trains. Yeesh. I totally forgot when I was walking around at night the last time it rained. And there was a girl in a red raincoat there, so I thought I'd chat her up. But when I got close to her... Tell me, are you... She suddenly started whispering to me. I got real creeped out, so I bolted. No, I'm seriously glad she didn't follow me. Thinking back on it, something was odd. It wasn't raining that hard, but she was totally the one who was soaked from head to toe. Later I realized that raincoat was probably soaked with blood. Oh boy. I apologize for bringing this shit to you. That's all I was told. I'm sorry, but I must say that sounds like a simple ghost story. The rainy shopping district and the red raincoat. Rather suspicious. She ignores Tsukasa, looking straight at me instead. It's enough to make me concerned. I'll leave the rest to you, Wizard. You're coming with me. I'm bogged down with my other cases. I don't have time to spare. It's her fault that the old lady brought this to me. So you need to take responsibility. But come on, you can help him out a little. I'll help too. The editorial department might have some info on the case like this. Your investigation needs an assistant, right? Did you learn nothing, Miss Mo? Isn't this what put you in danger last time? Last time. Those words draw my eyes immediately to a certain spot. I should shit on that chair. She's not here anymore. The same thing won't happen. It can't. But somewhere deep in my heart, I'm anxious. Don't work yourself up. It's more likely that it's just a lie. A bunch of it sounds like it was made up. That's why it's such a pain to have an absurd request like this brought to me. She is right. It's highly likely the whole story was made up. If I had to point out anything concerning about it, it's pretty detailed just a rumor, and it leaves the same kind of impression as rumors of real spirits. But it's better to be safe than sorry. If it does end up true, then we need to act now, yeah? Okay, I'll do it. I hope you say that. You better get ready. No, I'm going alone. What? No way, that's not fair. I knew she'd complain. I can't put her in harm's way. Listen, Mo, I need you to search for info. I got no way to research these rumors, but you have access to a lot more than me. Use your position to gather information. I really hate sitting out and watching you do everything. If that's how I can help, but best, then that's what I'll do this time. If you find anything out though, tell me, okay? I promise. It's settled. Shia takes out a notebook, rips out a page, and hands it to me. The address of the Hotel Masquerade. It's abandoned now, though. Meet there at 8 tomorrow night. 8 p.m. I have to go to it at a specific time? The client set that time. The old lady said she'd call in help, so probably a scheduling thing. I don't have to handle this alone, then. Plus, this is Yasuka. I'm sure she has some kind of plan in mind. Well then, I need to get my other cases. Yoshida turns on his heel and vanishes out the front door. But he just as suddenly backed. What's wrong? Weren't you leaving? Nothing, just realized it's a little late for kids to be wandering around outside. Yoshida calls out to the other two. Hey, you two, I'll drive you back, so hurry up and get in the car. Oh, is that okay? Then I'll take you up on that. I agree, it is pretty late. Sorry to trouble you. Well then, mister, we'll be going. Great! I only got 15 minutes left. How long has it been since those three went home? I said them all over what Machia told me. I have a bad feeling about this. It's perfectly reasonable to believe it's just a rumor. A normal case, even. But the more I think about it, the more I'm doubting it. I avert my eyes from the sofa. I silently ask its absent master a question. But of course, there's no Weishi reply. Let me save the next evening. I get ready and leave my room with heavy steps. Clock says it's 6 on the dot. It's still early for the meetup time. I guess unconsciously I'm a little impatient. I'm already ready. There's no reason to wait here at the mansion. Guess I'll go. I'll just kill time there if I'm early. I'll learn the truth in and out. It'll be quick. I turned the car key. My mood improved somewhat. New info was added to the spirit file. Rumors of the Red Riding Hood utter. Okay, good. I can save. Because I want to do this case next video. Because I'm already at the 4-hour mark. One case per video. That's my rule. May as well head out now. According to Machia's notes, Masquerade is in the center of HK Town. Not far, but I don't know the area. No harm in leaving a little early. Okay. Let's do Let's do a bit of Marvel Rivals. Or maybe end it. I'm thinking. You know what? Let me grab something to eat and I'll figure it out. I'm in charge.
Okay, after a bit of thought, I'll end it for now and just raid someone.